The production plant at Faenza of Cooperativa Ceramica d'Imola covers 150,000 square meters. Over a third of these premises consists of indoor production and processing facilities for ceramic materials. In addition to the finished product, all machines and all technologies used here are designed and produced in Italy. Starting with the raw material, the production cycle ends with the finished product, already processed and packaged ready for delivery to its final destination. Running alongside each other at the Faenza plant are the two primary production technologies for porcelain stoneware. Every day, the 6 traditional presses feed 3 kilns, which produce around 20,000 square meters of material, mainly into the following formats: from 60 by 120 to 60 by 180 centimeters, and from 90 by 90 to 90 by 180 centimeters. What are the advantages? This line uses a compactor rather than a press. It has a considerably larger production capacity than to traditional lines. It can produce large slabs with smaller thicknesses without affecting the technical quality. It reduces energy by up to 50% compared to traditional press systems. Powders can be spread directly onto the belt with no need for special trucks. The Continua Plus line stretches 320 meters from the loading area to the kiln. It has a daily production capacity of around 8,000 square meters and can produce around 2.5 million square meters annually. It produces the following formats: slabs of 120 by 120 with thicknesses of 6.5 and 10 millimeters, as well as slabs of larger dimensions, including 120 by 260 with a thickness of 6.5 millimeters. Every day, approximately 450 tons of raw materials for the production of the porcelain stoneware mixture are processed in the Faenza plant's 2 continuous mills. This is in addition to a further 330 tons of atomized material. All incoming raw materials are tested in the laboratory. Two methods are used to load the atomized dust: single loading or a double layer of different atomized dusts. Any waste from this process can be pulverized and mixed straight into the loading atomized dust, or it can be sent back to the milling phase of the process. The heart of the Continua Plus is a super compactor that presses the mixture. The compactor is height adjustable and can press 23 to 24 millimeters of soft material down to 10.5 millimeters. The reduced thickness resulting from compaction leads to an apparent increase in density. Cutting the material before firing means there is no need to change the mold, thus avoiding long delays. The slab can simply be cut to the required dimensions. With 7 levels extending horizontally, the dryer has a 40-minute work cycle at temperatures varying between 140 and 180 degrees centigrade, depending on the mixture used. Before the product can be decorated, the temperature of the clay must be reduced considerably, so that the slabs are at around 55 degrees centigrade by the time they are under the digital printer. This prevents clogging and obstruction of the printer nozzles. The production line features 2 different types of digital decoration, which can work individually or together synergistically. This system consists of 6 color bars and/or liquids, enabling the creation of color nuances and various surface effects. It can process several square meters of decorations thus enabling considerable variety between different pieces. Using digital print heads, this system applies a glue-based ink to the piece, blending it graphically with the digitally printed color designs. A layer of grit is then applied to the entire surface, after which the excess is immediately aspirated, leaving grit only where glue was applied. This technology gives us relief textures and different light refractions on the product. At the end of the digital decoration process, a thin layer of glaze is sprayed onto the still unfired piece to ensure the desired texture and gloss. Heat is recovered from the exhaust fumes, ensuring energy savings and releasing cleaner fumes into the environment. Located at the end of all the previous processing phases, the kiln is 140 meters long. Firing is organized into 3 separate stages. The first is a preheating cycle of up to 800 degrees centigrade, where organic substances are burned and moisture is lost. Next comes the main firing cycle at more than 1200 degrees centigrade, where the slabs are sintered and vitrified. The last stage is the cooling cycle. "100% of the material produced at the Faenza plant is also processed after firing. Diamond grinders are used to ensure pieces are of equal size, to eliminate caliber issues between tiles from different production batches. Thus, tiles can be laid with minimum clearance between the joints. This process can produce different types of surface: polished, semi-polished, when only parts of the surface are processed, creating an uneven effect, and a satin finish, created using a special kind of diamond brush, which is soft to the touch. Once finished, the pieces are checked and selected. First-grade tiles, accounting for approximately 95% of production, and second-grade tiles are divided automatically by the system under human supervision according to color tone and are then boxed by automatic machines. The cardboard used to make the boxes is cut to size from a single sheet and later printed with a product name for recognition. The boxes are then lowered onto a pallet by a robotic arm that can read the codes printed on the packaging. Once filled, the pallet is handled by automatic laser-guided vehicles and then transferred to the finished product warehouse pending delivery.